Rhodes Rants on the box office. Today, let's go over the box office figures from last week through yesterday. And this is sort of a little bit new. I used to do this on my old website. I did a box office weekend update every week. And every week it was the most viewed item on my website. Always. So I thought I'll give it a shot on the YouTube channel. Also, our good friend The Dog Show has a very good weekly live stream, and he covers movie news and the box office. So if you're not subscribed to The Dog Show, please go check him out. On to the news. Okay, so the movies we're going to concentrate on are the first 5 of this list, and this is domestic, and then we will go into each individual movie and look at worldwide. So Aquaman had a 22% drop off from the previous week and nabbed 52 million. So it's made 189 million in the USA. What I can tell you about the box office this time of the year is movies have great legs, and that is because generally a lot of people are out of work and school is not in session. So even if a movie is not, let's say, the #1 movie, your top 3 or 4 movies can have a lot of box office total rack up over about a 14-day time period. Number 2 is Mary Poppins Returns. I will tell you that this time last week people were talking about this film being a dud or a flop. And it is turning out to not be a flop at all. It made $28 million. And the important thing to take note of, it actually went up 19% on box office. And this is really the only time of the year you will see that. It's got a total domestic gross of $98 million, almost $99 million. Next is Bumblebee. This is a movie that I am really pulling for. And again, this movie made $20.9 million. It barely had a drop off from its opening week. So now it's made $67 million in the USA. Basically holding steady. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, $18.8 million. It's made $104 million domestically, and it went up 14% from the previous week. And now another movie I'm interested in, The Mule, which is Clint Eastwood's latest movie. It went up 28% from the previous week, making $12 million. And it's made $61 million in the USA. I will let you know right now, this movie has not opened worldwide yet. Now, we will very quickly go over the worldwide totals. Aquaman has made $751 million worldwide. This movie now looks like it very well will be DC's first billion-dollar effort since the Dark Knight trilogy. So there you go. A character that I consider to be a side character in the Justice League is going to end up outdoing all the characters in the Snyderverse, which sadly I like the Snyderverse and it's over, but I know a lot of people didn't. So anyway, DC is having a heck of a run with this movie right now. Next is Mary Poppins Returns, and this is what I mean about movies holding steady and having legs. People were talking about this being a flop this time last week. And this movie has now made $174 million worldwide. And I can tell you right now, this movie will probably see $250 to $300 million worldwide by the time it's over. And that will be a hit. Next is going to be Bumblebee. And again, I've heard people talk, well, the movie's not doing well. Bumblebee has made $90 million overseas and has now made $157 million worldwide. So outside of marketing expense, the movie from a production standpoint is now in the profit. And again, it'll probably have another probably 2 to 3 good weeks in the US and probably end its domestic total somewhere around $100 million. But my guess is this movie will make another 100 to 200 million overseas. So it wouldn't be shocking if this movie ends with $400 million or so. And as long as they can control the budget on these new Transformers movies, they can keep making them. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is now setting at $213 million worldwide off a $90 million budget. This is a bona fide hit. It's got very good word of mouth, although I did see a fellow YouTuber, it actually made his top 5 worst list of the year. And last but not least is Clint Eastwood's The Mule. And I enjoy Clint Eastwood movies very much. I'm kind of old school that way. It's made $61 million. It had a $50 million budget. It has not opened worldwide. And I suspect it is going to get some love during the awards season. So tell me what you think about this, Road Squadron. Aquaman looks to be chasing $1 billion. And Bumblebee is hanging tight. We'll see what it ends up at. My gut feeling is Bumblebee's going to end up somewhere between $300 and $400 million. That just goes to show you that had Lucasfilm not made 2 different movies in one with Solo, $400 million would have been okay if they'd have made the film on a total of $125 million instead of $250 million. If you like this video, like and subscribe. Join the Rhodes Squadron. Peace 'em out. Till next time.